the brave dog who saved her family. It was a quiet evening in the Harris household. The twins had spent the whole day playing in the garden with their dog Bella, a loyal German shepherd who had been with the family since the children were born. To the twins, Bella was more than a pet. She was their playmate, their guardian, almost like a big sister. Wherever the children went, Bella followed. If they laughed, she wagged her tail. If they cried, she licked away their tears. For Mr. and Mrs. Harris, Bella was family. They often said their house felt safer and warmer because of her presence. That night, the house slowly drifted into silence. The twins, exhausted from play, fell asleep holding their soft toys, while Bella curled up just outside their door, as if keeping watch. Downstairs, the parents finished their tea, switched off the lights, and went to bed, never imagining what was about to unfold. The neighborhood was calm, the kind of night where even the wind seemed to rest. But sometimes, danger creeps in when everything seems most peaceful. Far away, two strangers were watching the Harris home. They had been observing it for days, waiting for the right time to strike. They thought it was the perfect target, a quiet house, an unsuspecting family, and children inside. To them, it looked easy. But what they didn't realize was that Bella was not just a dog. She was a guardian, and guardians never sleep. Around midnight, Bella's ears twitched. She heard footsteps outside, faint but steady. Her sharp instincts picked up what the humans could not. She stood still, every muscle tense, listening. Then came the sound of glass cracking, the back window being forced open. Bella's eyes glowed in the dim light, her heartbeat steady, her mind alert. Danger had arrived. The thieves slipped inside, whispering to each other, believing the family was asleep. They had no idea Bella was already waiting. She stayed quiet at first, her body low, her eyes tracking every movement. The thieves moved slowly through the kitchen, trying to make their way toward the stairs. That's when Bella let out a deep, thunderous bark that shook the silence of the night. The sound echoed across the walls, waking the twins in fear. The men froze. One whispered angrily, "It's just a dog. Keep moving." But Bella was no ordinary dog. She charged forward, growling with an intensity that made the intruders hesitate. One of them tried to rush past her toward the staircase, hoping to reach the children's room. Bella leaped with lightning speed, her jaws clamping onto his arm, dragging him down with a force he never expected. He cried out in pain, trying to shake her off, but she held firm, her growl filling the house. The second thief swung a stick at Bella, hitting her side, but she didn't back down. She planted herself at the bottom of the stairs, a living shield between danger and the children. The twins began crying loudly upstairs, terrified, their small voices echoing through the hall. To Bella, those cries were not just sounds, they were a command. Protect. At any cost. The noise finally woke Mr. and Mrs. Harris. Rushing out of their room, they were stunned to see Bella fighting two grown men. Mr. Harris immediately called the police, his hands shaking, while his wife ran to comfort the crying twins. Meanwhile, Bella continued her battle. Each time the thieves tried to move forward, she lunged, snapping and biting, driving them back. They tried to overpower her, but her loyalty made her stronger than fear, stronger than pain. Minutes felt like hours. The thieves grew desperate. They wanted to escape, but Bella wasn't letting them go. She cornered one against the wall, her teeth bared, her growl echoing like thunder. The other man tried to run toward the window, but by then, the distant wail of sirens filled the air. The police were coming. When the officers stormed in, they found a scene they would never forget. Two terrified men, cornered and trembling, held down by a single dog who refused to back away until her family was safe. The thieves were arrested on the spot. The officers praised Bella, calling her a hero. But to the Harris family, she was more than a hero. She was their savior. Later that night, as the family sat together, shaken but safe, the twins clung to Bella, their little hands wrapped around her neck. Tears filled their parents' eyes as they realized the depth of her loyalty. Bella hadn't just protected their house from being robbed. She had saved the lives of their children. Without her, the story could have ended in tragedy. From that day on, Bella's place in the family grew even greater. She was no longer just their dog. She was their guardian angel, a reminder that sometimes the strongest protectors come in four-legged forms. Her courage became a story the Harris family would tell for years. The night their dog stood against danger and proved that love, loyalty, and bravery can be more powerful than any weapon. And so, the legend of Bella spread beyond just the family. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers who heard the story admired the courage of the dog who saved twin children from harm. Bella became living proof that dogs may not speak our language, but their actions speak louder than words. They are born with hearts that beat only for loyalty, courage, and love.